I think we may proceed, Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Administrator Fregoso. I'd like to call this special joint Personnel and Public Safety Committee meeting to order. It is 1 p.m. on Friday, January the 8th. We are meeting virtually due to COVID. We're live streaming at least the public portion of this meeting on our YouTube channel. I'd like to acknowledge that the public and the press have been duly notified in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act. The purpose of this special meeting is to conduct the first round of interviews with the initial 4 candidates who have applied for the position of the chief of the fire department. I'll make a couple of comments before entertaining a motion to go into executive session. The first is hopefully most of this is just sort of rehashing what we've already stated, but the city administrator and the chief, the retired, sadly, retired chief of the fire department have assisted in helping us identify the top 10 candidates from those who came in, both in terms of pre-qualifying those who met the minimum standards from accreditation and training and certifications, et cetera, as well as aptitude in general, review from phone screens and assessment and resumes. We will be conducting a structured interview that will be led by the city administrator. Everyone should have a copy of the questions either in their email or as a physical copy that was provided by City Hall. Please take as many notes as you can as the individuals respond, because we have a lot of questions and we want everybody to have the same opportunity to answer all of the questions. I'm going to ask that everyone from council try to refrain from asking follow-up questions. We want there to, the reason being, when you ask follow-up questions, you start creating a different path for each individual candidate. And when you're interviewing folks, you want the most consistent process possible so that everyone has a fair, objective opportunity to demonstrate why they're the best fit and the best person for the position. So that's what we're trying to do here, give everyone the most level playing field possible. So we're going to ask Desiree to kind of lead the interviews. We'll take notes and be observers. If you feel like we really need to get additional information on something that the candidate has said, I would suggest that we try to maybe use the chat feature with Desiree. This is new, kind of this whole remote thing. I'm open to suggestion on that standpoint, but the ideal is we won't really dig in too much. We'll let the candidate hear the question, give their response, and move on to the next question. I don't, Desiree, if you have any additional comments there.
No, it's pretty much what we've discussed that we would like to have and follow up with a structured interview. So I think we have a good plan. Okay.
And I'd also like to take a brief opportunity to do what I probably intend to do about 800 more times over the course of the next few months, which is thank Chief Graham, both again for her service to the community over the last several decades, which is crazy. And also, of course, for your continued, despite you've entered into retirement and here you are helping us out. And we're very, very grateful for your input and your help in finding the next leader for this position. So thank you. I don't have anything else. Any questions or anything else we need to iron out before we kick this off? I missed one thing, sorry. We anticipate this to be the first of 2 rounds of interviews because we have so many candidates. We've got 10 candidates between today, Monday, and Tuesday. The expectation is that we will not be able to find a finalist, a single candidate from this round of interviews because there's so many candidates. The expectation and the hope is that coming out of today, this joint committee will be able to recommend 2 to 3 candidates that we invite to a follow-up interview. And Desiree and Chief Graham have already come up with the follow-up questions that will give to those candidates. Okay, sorry, that was my last thing. Okay, well, in that case, I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session in accordance with South Carolina Code Section 30-4-70A1 to interview candidates and discuss employment matters related to the search of a new chief of fire.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.